Let's talk about HTTP client. For this purpose, let's generate remote service, and let's generate component rec. Okay, and make some code. So I have generated service and component. Here is my rec component, in app component. In app component we also imported it. Let's delete this. Will work. Okay. And we also need to remember that if we would like to use HTTP client, we need to in app config ts add this import and add provide HTTP client to providers. This is important. Next, let's see our service. This is service where I inject HTTP client. HTTP client get information from this resource, and this resource is this resource I use to imitate remote server application server and or microservice, and here we have a lot of examples, and we can I also get try different request types. So let's look more deeply in our code. Here is our service. We use HTTP and call get method. Next, talk about rec component. Rec component import remote service, inject, and has detect remote, which call in remote get data, which make request to remote server, subscribe to it, log into console, and define to user this result. In HTML code we have button, detect remote, run method previously described, and then we have for loop where we get from our massive, from our set of data user, and iterate through to users, and the user has name and the user has address, where in address it has city and user has phone. So we iterate and show it. Let's check how it works. Okay, here we are. Here is rec works. Here is detector mode button. Let's see. Here we can see full information which we received. Here is, for example, one user. It has inner objects like company, address, and other params. Has phone, name, and here is address. In address we have city. So we see Aachen, city, and phone. That's all.